Hi, I'm back again on another take, sharing my um, experience during my time working at Wegmans Astor Place. So let's begin. Before I move forward to say anything, previously I shared that I was going through a sore throat, and after I was finished from the previous recording, the sore throat went from, well, it just got really bad. And I had to take some time from proceeding on sharing, doing
about.
another video. Um, During at that time, I don't believe I was quite clear and focus minded because I was on so many of those that cough syrup, cold cough syrup stuff. And it was difficult um, to try to think clear and try to remember enough about my previous time working at the supermarket. So, and I just had to rest a bit, and it was fortunate that I had a doctor's appointment, and I was only supposed to go there for one thing. The appointment I made to my doctor was for one thing, but then it ended up being a second thing. So one was for about my knee situation, which that's something I'll bring up to share later on, and the second was for this cold. So I was given some prescription, some medication to take care of this stubborn cold I was going through. And it was a lot of steps to clear it out and get it out of the way, but it's working. It's making progress. I'm still taking some of the medicine that I was prescribed to take care of the cough and any other symptoms. So to move on with the story. Now, previously, I didn't realize this was going to be a long recording. I guess that there was like more to remember and to put it in order and put it like, I guess, just putting it out there in its I guess. But anyways, it's just that I didn't realize it would be more than just like how to say more than 20 or 15 minutes of it. I guess just remembering it was intriguing experience to me and quite memorable. Yes, in my heart it was special. So now going to start. So here it goes. I'm not quite sure to remember if my training with Rich was just one day or if there was a second day training with him. The thing was that I can definitely remember some more work to be done. There was myself, Rich, the department manager, Matt, and two other Wegman employees, which their name I've forgotten. It was a young lady, a different one, and she too is a student studying in college as well. I think it's her third year in school, and the other was a young man. So, what arrived in the back stock from the truck shipment were some more livestock, but this kind of livestock, well, let me say, sort of like some kind of transfer. They weren't so much like fresh supply items. These stacked up pallet items, they were from the Brooklyn Wegmans location. In my best understanding, was they were either items, the ones from Brooklyn, they stopped making request orders to restock supply of these items. Um, so they wanted to like declutter in order to make room for other arrive items, or they were just maybe limited edition items but were not being purchased by customers at a certain pace, or they were maybe not so much as popular items. Customers were not so much purchasing in the Brooklyn location. Whichever the case, these items arrived and they were sent over to Harrison. So the job was to find out which item that were continued to be sold in store and which item that's not sold any longer. And Matt, he used a scanner to find which were which. So while others that were able to recognize some of the products that are still sold in store and some that not so quite recognizable, but the question was, is the item still in the system to be sold? If not in the system, then it's not made to be sold on the sale floor, but be put away. I don't quite remember for sure if they could be thrown in the dumpster or donated, something like that. So I can remember working with them on that, which I would rather want to call it like this transfer livestock that was received, and we were sorting out the products onto the runners. And I think it was the five of us, but my brain keeps telling me Sandra was also working with us, but I don't know that part for sure, but I've been keeping her in my memory anyways. So that's it. And Matt, he scanned on items like I had mentioned before, and if they're sold in store. After we were done working with that, Rich and I proceed taking the runners and work on the cell floors. Now, here's the thing. There had to be a second day being trained by Rich on the second week. Going through the next 5 days of the training, and my bus buddy, she was not riding in the bus with me anymore because she was done on her training, and so was Diamond. She's been done with her training as well. The only ones who were continuing on with the training for the second week as I was Ariana, and most others I had not come at that time to learn their names, but only to recognize their faces, being familiar. as usual. But I also had come to know and meet Devon. Now, I had since noticed Devon peaked distance here and there in the bus. And the first time encounter was the usual arrival time, getting to the shuttle bus for the second week of my training for Harrison. But I'm not quite sure if, okay, this is where I'm like, I'm not quite sure also if he also went through the 2 week training as I and Ariana did. This goes to question, was he at the first in like was he at first a full-time position before going for part-time after the store opening? So I'm going to just guess I might be right, because I can remember moments seeing him quite number of times when I first met him. So that first encounter was for me searching for, and as usual, being that last person to had made it to arrive to made it arrival time, and and finding an available place to sit. When I saw Devon, he had his headphones on, and that's how I guess I noticed him from time to time. So I think I asked if it was okay with him for me having a seat next to him. And his response, it was fine with him. Great. So, and like I had said before, any person that allows me to take the spare seat next to them, I make sure that that person is seated comfortably more than me. As long that person don't say anything to me and allows me to get some sleep. And we're cool. And so that's what that was it. That's what happened. I sat next to Devon. Hopefully he was seated comfortably, and I went straight to sleep until the bus driver dropped us off to our destination. And for me, wasn't a problem. Um, so the second encounter with Devon, um, I think it was yes, it had to be a different day. It had to be a different day. He came and stopped by, um, and as I was working in an aisle, if I can remember correctly, he went letting me know our time working in Harrison was almost done, like letting me know our shift was almost done. But here was the thing. Here was the messed up thing about me. Um, I almost didn't recognize Devon when he approached me. My mind was like, I guess he's one of ours for Astor. Oh man, just remembering back, what an exhausting, messed up my mind was. So then our third and final encounter on a different day, and it was for our way back to Manhattan after finishing up a shift in Harrison. Now, here was the thing. How I say it correctly. My photogenic memory kind of like messed me up. It was giving me the incorrect order of my third encounter meeting Devon. And it was telling me how this way happened. But no, my third encounter meeting him was the last day of our training in Harrison. But I'm not going to share about what happened before getting on the bus. Um, it was a beautiful, I'm going to say it was a beautiful, yes, thankful moment. And I'm not going to not yet tell what I did. Um, okay, I'm gonna get off a bit off topic. Still in topic, but a little bit off. What the mispositioned memory I had, and that this didn't happen on the last day of the training. It happened a bit before that, a bit like days before that. So here it is. I remember when it was time. It was time up to leave. The shift was done. Excuse me. So, ooh, my goodness. So, shift. Our shift was done, and then suddenly, nature called. Suddenly, and being for a fact that the what was the fact that the store is very large. That's why I was trying to say the store in Wegmans and Harrison is very large, and the journey to the bathroom is pretty long. So, and it's almost the same, yeah, almost the same amount distance in Wegmans, Brooklyn. So I asked AJ, and AJ, he is also a Wegmans employee, and I was no, it wasn't me. What the hell am I talking about? He I gotta calm down. I gotta calm down. I was trying to say he was in charge. I'm such a trip up, y'all. Oh Lord. Ah. So yes, Wegmans employee AJ, he was in charge attending the Wegmans Astor Place recruiters to the training, and I asked him if he could allow me some time to get to the bathroom, so to like let him know ahead, in order for like the bus driver and the rest of the crew not to end up leaving me. Not end up leaving me behind, not forgetting about me, and the one person who wouldn't, and oh gosh, the one person who would not, yes, like I was trying to say, there is the one person who wouldn't let me forget for coming in last to the bus was Ariana. Woman just wouldn't let it up. I miss her. I just miss her. Just us annoying each other. I miss her so dearly. Man, dang it. Good Lord. I cannot believe I lost her number. Damn it. Anyway. So after finishing in the bathroom and rush running for the bus to not waste everybody's time, and Ariana just had to out loud single me out. dang her. I love my dear sister. Oh, God. So yes, that was the part I thought to believe that's what happened on the last day. But no, that's not what happened for that last day. That happened days before the last day. So that's what I remember that moment. So now to get back in topic, well, I wasn't off of it, but just like getting back into the story of my encounter with Devon. So the third time with him,